So yeah, I really have Dad to thank for all this beautiful experience in my life. I'm so grateful for my life. I feel so blessed, so blessed. Yeah, he flew me over and invited me into his home with Joe and the kids, and flew my other friend Brad over as well, and we all spent some time together. And life happened, and when Joe and Dad parted ways, I ended up moving in with Dad and got himself a pad. And yeah, I always felt a bit of a burden. I felt burden within when I considered Dad. It was always hard for me to fully accept his choices. You know, it's I always just felt like there was so much missed, so much that he missed about life, and I guess he really come to find what he was missing in the Philippines. And I think it's just so beautiful that he did find a place where he could go and be himself fully and just relax without having to feel obliged by society to be something that he's not. He could really go and just be Simon Dowdall. And my heart goes out to the people in the Philippines, to all the people that he met and all the close relationships and his children in the Philippines. Yeah, I feel my dad's love for that place, and I respect that of all the places he would want to lay his weary head down, it would be the Philippines, the place where he regarded home the most. So I think it's a beautiful thing that he chose to go over there. And he knew, you know, a couple of months ago when he was in hospital with that lung scare, I spent a lot of time with him, and just sitting, most of the time he was asleep, just be chilling by his bed, and the medication that they were giving him was pretty powerful. He wasn't quite there, but I had a chance to have a look at his health records on the folder at the end of his bed, and it has an account of everything that's going on. And I was really surprised to see what he was battling. Like, he had a lot going on within his body, and he just had that moxie, that just that ability to just shrug it off and just have a beer and no worries. And to be able to embrace that takes enormous courage. And I think near the end, as he slowly but surely began to dissolve those egoic tendencies of Simon Dowdall, the party guy, and as his own body began to humble him, he was humbled by the reality of impermanence. He really started to dissolve all those tendencies, argumentative tendencies and judgmental tendencies, the ones that we all know, the ones that we all come to love. All that sort of fell away near the end, and he began to really make an effort and soften and those beautiful sides of Dad really just began to shine through, and he had a humble look in his eye, and he would just really engage me with presence, like he was really there. Just in his humility, and he really took responsibility at the end. He took responsibility for his situation, and I just totally respect it. I respect his courage, because it takes a lot to look at that, and I've spent many hours empathizing for my dad, really putting myself in his shoes to feel and experience what he was going through, to really align myself with the reality of what he was facing. Like in my heart, his human experience was something I really tried to feel. Because he was lost in a lot of ways, and we're all lost in a lot of ways. But I certainly feel like I've got an element of found at the same time. And my heart is totally open to his experience, his programming, his conditioning. Just totally with him in my heart. There are regrets. I regret that I didn't go out of my way to spend more time with him. Because a lot of the times when I did spend time with him, I was just disappointed. I was disappointed by his lack of willingness to regard life. To really see the preciousness of life, to the point where he would make healthy choices. And that disappointment really hurt me. Like, I didn't judge. There was no judgment. Like, dad's dad. You can live how you want to live, and I'll always be here for you to some degree, but fuck, it hurts. And I always guarded my heart. It's a bit of a tragedy, in a sense, but he had his ways of finding peace. But his legacy and his lineage lives through me. It really does.